Visions Illuminated Tarot deck. And then we are going to grab some love oracles to help clarify your one card, and some Wonderless Clarity cards as well. So the tarot card is going to be the overall theme for your love life. And this is up and coming. So what is coming in your love life? All right. Gemini. I always thought that Geminis were a water sign for some reason, but they're an air sign. I don't know why I always got them confused with a water sign, especially because I'm not an air sign. All right, do one more shuffle. Hopefully he heard me because I was getting a phone call. All right, one, good. Six of Pentacles. Ooh, interesting. So, I'm going to be honest, I don't know too much about Gemini except for they're a air sign. And I'm not going to say that it's negative, but a lot of people kind of pointed out as negativity that like split personality or back and forth dynamic, like two selves, is what I've always heard with Geminis. You know, if we're looking on a shadow side, like a bipolar type energy. So it's very interesting that we have Six of Pentacles, which talks about balancing. This is earth energy. This talks about, you know, equal give and take. We have the scales here, so it could talk about justice, and really just like evening out something. So I do feel like there is a balance in your love life where possibly in the past, I'm hearing it could have been either non-existent, where like there was just not much action going on in your love life. And then on the opposite end, maybe you experienced some chaos in your love life where like there was never just like an in-between. It was either like crazy toxicity or nothing at all. And now I feel like what's happening is an evening out of karma, even of shadow, of dark and light. Excuse me. To where you're really coming into a season of balance in love, equal give and take. In the past, you could have thought that or felt like you gave a lot in your relationships, and there was like a lack of reciprocity. So if you're currently single, I do feel like your next love encounter, this is not going to be something that you're going to have to worry about. You're not going to have to worry about if this person likes you or if they have feelings for you. There's going to be a lot of communication, but where it's equal. Not one person is going to be putting in more than the other. And I think that like this is what you've always wanted or always looked for in a relationship, but there was something, almost like there's something that you had to do, something that you had to learn before you could get this. And I don't like to look at that as if it was like a prize, but it's more like you leveling up and aligning to receive this. Maybe, and more than likely, the past relationships were acting as mirrors for you to shift some things within yourself. So, you know, we can either choose to shift, to take that as lessons, to take heartaches or chaos as like, what is this showing me? Especially when certain people are showing up in your life in the same energy, but they're different people. They don't know each other. Like, it's almost like, why am I repeating this cycle with the same person, even though it's a different person? And it's because Spirit, the universe, is trying to teach you something. They're trying to show you something. And it could be something very, very simple, but I do feel like you got it. And now it's like there's this clear vision of what you are attracting in your love life. And it is like, it's balance. Okay, you have flirt, extend, excuse me, extend your lighthearted energy to others. You could have been kind of in a period of solitude. Excuse me, one second. Let me get some water. You could have been in a period of solitude where you were not really speaking to a lot of people. You're not really going out, or and maybe that was like a change for you, or something that you used to really do in the past, where you would like go out with friends or even just like leave your house a lot. And I'm getting like you were kind of in the opposite energy. So there's this advice to get back into a flirty energy, and a lighthearted energy towards others. It doesn't have to be something serious, I'm hearing. Yeah, chemistry. So like just getting to the point where you're sparking connections and conversation with people, I think will help you in some sense, or help your love life. I'm really getting the feeling of like casual dating coming up in your love life, Gemini, to where like maybe you just got out of it. I don't think I feel like you possibly have been single for a while, but everyone's timeline is different. So you take what resonates for you. This could happen after a period of time of being single, but I do feel like there was a significant relationship that you had that kind of like broke you down to the point of rebuilding. Like this, whatever this relationship was, it was the one that was like, all right, pause. Let's regroup. Let's figure out what we're doing. Like, this is the thing that's triggering your alone time. So then like, I do feel like after this alone time, instead of feeling like you want to jump into a very committed relationship fast, you become in this flirty, lighthearted energy, and you start attracting suitors is what I'm hearing. So like, I really feel like that you could be older, or you could just say these types of words in your vocabulary, like suitors or courting. Yeah, but just like casually dating is what I'm feeling. I'm also not getting a lot of sexual energy. So I feel like this casual dating is like you just connecting with other people on an energetic sense. Not so much like dating with intention, if that makes sense. Release your ex. Okay, we were just talking about that. You could feel like you're not completely over this person from your past, whatever this heavy, I don't know if it was traumatic or toxic or not, but whatever the ex was that caused you to go into this period of like rest and recovery, there could be this lingering where you're not completely over this person. It could be that it's new, like the wounds are still fresh. So yeah, it almost feels like you're still releasing your ex. You could still be in communication with this person where it's just like almost just like checking in on each other here and there, but it's not anything like it was before. But there is, let's get more cards. Let's see. You could have a little bit of hope that this is going to rebalance and come back together. This could be the one just popped out. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, so this could be that you are wanting to rebalance this connection with your ex. And you know, maybe this relationship needed a period of separation so that it could come back stronger, so that it could be, you know, more balanced. That is definitely a possibility. Only you will know. I am not here to tell you to not be with one person, to be with another person. I am just giving you messages from Spirit. However, there's a very strong message of do not allow or take less than what you deserve. Okay, you've already been there before. You know what that feels like. So really trust your inner judgment and your intuition. If you're feeling like you are not in a changed enough energy, or this person is not in a changed enough energy to invite them back into your life for a possibility, then maybe the timing's just not right. It's not now. Maybe you do need to do some casual dating. I think that dating, especially casual dating without intentions, and I don't know why I feel the need to say this. I'm not talking about just sleeping around, like trying to fill a void that you feel by being alone. I'm talking about the desire to connect with other people because you feel intuitively guided to. Also, not like, we have to recognize the difference between feeling the need to connect with other people, even in conversation, because you feel like you're lacking something. So I'm not referring to that. I'm referring to, like, you feel like you've spent a lot of time to yourself. You feel like you've reconnected with yourself, and you're being intuitively guided to have energetic relationships or conversations or connections with other people, because there's this feeling of like wanting or being ready to meet your soul family. I don't know why I went all the way through that. You could have a battle in your head on if you should be casually dating or if you should be dating with intentions. I say do whatever your excuse me, your soul and your intuition is guiding you to do. But you are calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay. Yeah. You are calling in your soulmate. Reconciliation is right here. So you could be reconciliating, you know, reconnecting with someone from your past. Or this could be your desire. Either way, with this elevation, this with you aligning to your highest path and remaining in this like balanced energy, you are calling in your person, you know, the person that you are destined to be with or destined to be with next, or, you know. Okay. We got a few cards. I'm going to take them all. Typically, I would only take one more, but I'm going to take those two. So it was let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. I always like to look at this card as also asking help. Ask for help from, you know, the people in your life that you trust, but also from your spiritual team, okay? Asking for signs from the universe, asking from guidance through meditation, manifesting people, the right people to come into your life. That helps a lot. And that is, I do look at our spiritual team, our spiritual guides and ancestors as our friends, as our spiritual friends. So there is some bit of codependency. This could be with a mindset. And maybe that's why I was talking about that earlier. There may be some codependency that needs to be released as well. I am getting the strong message to clear your energy also. And then keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectations. So yeah, I'm also getting like, maybe this is why you want to casually date. Maybe you have kind of like always been with a certain type of person and you kind of want to branch out and see, I don't know, what it's like to be with a different type of person. Whether that's physically or energetically. Like if you always go for the player, maybe you want to date someone who, like, someone that's ego-based would name a nerd. I don't know. There's just this message of, like, wanting to do the opposite, or be with the opposite type of person that you've been with before. Again, just go within and make sure that is what your intuition is telling you, and not some sort of, like, codependency or, like, ego fear-based thing. Like, you know, this type of person has hurt me in the past, so if I go for someone completely opposite, maybe they won't do the same thing. I don't think that line of thinking is 100% helpful, for many reasons, and maybe that's something that we'll go through later on the channel. But really, I think practicing the law of attraction, where creating the type of person that you want within yourself so that you can attract that, is the best policy, regardless of what this person looks like or what you think they could be on the outside. I'm intending that makes sense. Okay, let's get some Wonderless clarity messages. All right, surrender. Let go of control of how and when things happen, and surrender to the universe to make it happen. So I'm also hearing surrender to the unknown. You could be kind of like going back and forth in your head, because I'm seeing a lot of scales, a lot of scales in my head, and like here. I also have this deck right here that has these scales. So you could kind of be going back and forth, like, do I want new love? Do I want old love? Do I want my ex? Am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to do that? So really knowing that you don't have to do anything if you don't want to, you know, like, allow the universe and God to take control over the situation, and just trust that they have your best interests at heart. You know, the desires that you have on your heart are there because in another, I don't know if it's another reality, but like in another timeline, in a future timeline of your life, you already have it. So God puts those desires on our hearts, you know, the universe, like, it's fated to get these things. So really surrendering to that fact, letting go of control, and just allowing yourself to attract the things that you are desiring is going to help a lot. Celebration. Celebrate all the big and little things in your life. I am hearing celebrate you. Celebrate the accomplishments that you have made. I do feel like you possibly have been in a dark place in the past, and you can see the light now. You know, like, you are getting out of that. You're being in a more optimistic energy, where you are feeling even worthy or desiring of a balanced love, and that is what you're attracting. So celebrate that for yourself. Celebrate the fact that you are in a better place now. Like, you are in the place to call in your soulmate. And healing. Listen to your body when you're triggered, and take the time to heal negative stories. So you will know if you're experiencing any codependency, because you will be triggered by certain things. So really pay attention to the things that you are being triggered by, because that is like a little residual. It's a little like ding, ding, ding. it's a bell going off, letting you know, like, ooh, but it's trigger. It's literally the word. It's alerting you to what needs to be healed. So pay attention to that. And self-love is on the bottom. Very, very beautiful. Regardless, you are manifesting a very equal and balanced relationship, whether it's with this past person or someone new. So really start, like, getting excited for that. I do feel like there was a lot of heavy energy in the past. So just releasing more of that, being excited for your future, for your love life, is going to bring it in even faster. All right, so that is your love reading, Gemini. Thank you so much. If you have made it all the way to the end, I would love if you would like the video and subscribe. If you are interested in a private or personal reading, I am doing those right now. The link and options to that is in the description box below, and I will see you next time.